Hello. So I guess ending hate is popular in Rochester. This is fantastic. This is really, really fantastic. When the Levine Center approached me about this, I was like, oh my God, yes, this is exactly what I want to do. This is exactly what we want to send out to the city, to the state, to the country, to the world. I dare say even Mars. You know, hate is something that is, when we look at it, hate is something that's actually born out of love. If you think about it, it's born out of love. It's love that's kind of gone a little wonky sometimes. I mean, if you think about, if you look in our history, the flip side of every heinous ruler or leader gone out of control is love. But pure love includes, invites, embraces. And when we look at someone acting in or promoting exclusionary behaviors, it's easy to hate that. You know, I hate racists. I hate people that are sexist. I hate this, I hate that. That would seem a dissenting view or a negative thing. When to me, that just adds hate to the whole thing. How can we love that? How can we just send love to that? You know, and it begins with ourselves. It really begins with ourselves. I mean, I was thinking about, like, you think about Pluto, how far Pluto is away. Remember when they took Pluto, they made it not a planet? They downgraded it. People were upset about that. I can't believe they downgraded Pluto. Pluto is 3.5 billion miles away, right? Our oceans are 7 miles deep, and we haven't even reached the bottom. So it's easy to go far away from ourselves. It's hard to go deep within. And that's where, to me, the ending of hate begins, right with ourselves. So instead of battling, let's transcend the knee-jerk response to judge or dismiss another that has a dissenting view. You know, like, smile at the guy that cuts you off and gives you the bird when he's driving past you. See how that does. That'll blow his mind. Like, what's that person doing? What is smiling? You know, smile at the person on their phone that's stopping up the light. They're up there texting on the phone. Like, let's go. Right? Smile at that. Smile when you see that person petitioning a cause that's opposite to your values. That's where we begin, within. So, this concert to me is about music, because music helps us to get beyond that. Music takes us up to a place where we don't regularly reside. And so we are going to do that today. And my grandfather used to say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And that's what we're going to do to hate right now. We're going to take a bite out of hate tonight. The fact that you're all here means that it's already done. It's already done. So, that first piece you heard coming together, that was a world premiere of the piece I wrote. And now we're going to do something a little bit different. Some classical music, Telemann trumpet concerto.
Nyawet Scano, I'm thankful that you are all well. Udontana Mikikajompa, the Gonta Wado. Uguantli Gotya, O Se Minoatya. Wanishio Uneno, Sun Quajan Gao Ste. Nyawet. What I said is, it's a beautiful day, and I'm happy that we are all gathered here together, and your Creator is standing by you, whoever that may be, and I'm glad that we are all well and together today. Anyway, thank you. This is Conflict Resolution for Holy Beings by Joy Harjo, who's from the Muskogee Creek Nation, and also Poet Laureate of the United States, 2019. I could hear the spirits who love us stomp dancing. They were dancing as if they were here, and then another level of here, and then another, until the whole earth and sky was dancing. We are here dancing, they said. There was no there. There was no I or you. There was us. There was we. There we were as if we were the music. You cannot legislate music to lockstep, nor can you legislate the spirit of the music to stop at political boundaries, or poetry, or art, or anything that is of value or matters in this world and the next worlds. This is about getting to know each other. We will wind up back at the Blues, standing on the edge of the flatted fifth, about to jump into a fierce understanding together.
So this is from Love Beyond Boundaries by Maria Gonzalez. Growing up as a queer Latina in a conservative small town was a daily struggle. Hate was a constant companion, lurking in the shadows, waiting to strike. But love was the beacon of hope that guided me through the darkest of times. In my memoir, I share the stories of those who stood by my side and the love that transcended boundaries, proving that hate may wound, but it can never extinguish the power of love. Thank you.
It's called The Place Where We Are Right. From the place where we are right, flowers will never grow in the spring. The place where we are right is hard and trampled like a yard. But doubts and loves dig up the world like a mole, a plow, and a whisper will be heard in the place where the ruined house once stood. Thank you.
So I'll be reading from Sea Prayer by Khaled Hosseini, who is an Afghan author and novelist, best known for Kite Runner, and I still think 1,000 Miles is still better. Your mother's here tonight, Nirvan, with us on this cold and moonlit beach, among the crying babies and women born in tongues we don't speak, Afghans and Somalis and Iraqis and Eritreans and Syrians. All of us impatient for sunrise, all of us in dread of it, all of us in search of home. I have heard it said, we are the uninvited, we are the unwelcome. We should take our misfortune elsewhere. But I hear your mother's voice over the tide as she whispers in my ear. Oh, but if they saw, my darling, even half of what you have, if only they saw, they would say kinder things, surely. Thank you.
This is a poem called The Human Family by Maya Angelou. I note the obvious differences in the human family. Some of us are serious. Some thrive on comedy. Some declare their lives are lived as true profundity, and others claim they really live the real reality. The variety of our skin tones can confuse, bemuse, delight, brown and pink and beige and purple, tan and blue and white. I've sailed upon the 7 seas and stopped in every land. I've seen the wonders of the world, not yet one common man. I know 10,000 women called Jane and Mary Jane, but I've not seen any two who really were the same. Mirror twins are different, although their features jive, and lovers think quite different thoughts while lying side by side. We love and lose in China. We weep on England's moors, and laugh and moan in Guinea, and thrive on Spanish shores. We seek success in Finland, are born and die in Maine. In minor ways we differ. In major, we're the same. I note the obvious differences between each sort and type. But we are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. We are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. We are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. Thank you.
here. While they tell me you can't eat here. You can't live here. You can't work here. Don't demonstrate. Wait. While they lock the gate. Am I supposed to be God or an angel with wings and a halo on my head? While jobless, I starve to death. Am I supposed to forgive and meekly live? Going slow. 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 Slow.
everybody. How are we doing? I'm Monica Gabriel. I'm the Executive Director of the Levine Center to End Hate. So I just want to let you know that when I accepted the job as director about a month ago, I was immediately aware of one enormous truth. This position does not absolve, pardon, excuse, or justify behaviors like the one I am not so proud to share with you right now. Last week, I had to take my child to urgent care on a Sunday morning, which you know is one of the busiest mornings at urgent care. We arrived early, and we waited in the car in the parking lot, and others with medical needs pulled into the parking lot too. We were all early together, waiting for the center to open. One couple left their car to stand in front of the lobby doors so that they could be first in line. Fine. Some needs are more pressing than others. But then I noticed that they began to smoke, and I became immediately irate. incensed, disgusted. I don't care if a person decides to smoke or not smoke because I grew up in a time when even the principal of our school smoked in school. And the bus driver smoked on the bus. And the cafeteria staff smoked right over the food. A lot of us remember this time. But today, watching these two people create massive clouds of secondhand smoke around a facility designed to care for people's health made me instantly judgmental. My face must have communicated my anger. How dare they disregard everybody else's health? Couldn't they have found another spot to smoke, far from the building? The woman looked back at me with her own casual disgust. How dare I judge her? This silent interaction could have gone very differently. And I think about this every day now. And I want you to think about it too. Because I'm willing to bet that pretty often you also judge someone you don't know. Maybe it's a saying on their hat, or the way they drive, or they're talking too loud on their phone, using language you don't use, acting too proud, too outrageous, too much. But you're sitting here, so you must want to go home with some wisdom about ending hate. Well, here it is. We all have a lot of work to do because what we call hate starts with people not being able to connect. It starts with us. It starts with me, and it starts with you. So the next time you find your blood boiling, and I'm sure there are very good reasons, but you're reacting to someone you don't know, finding yourself judging in a way that puts you on the top of the human hierarchy and someone else on the bottom, stop. Check yourself. Take a breath. Find your humility. Find your humanity. The question we need to start asking ourselves, especially in this cultural climate, especially with another presidential election looming, is, what might we have in common? What might bring us together? We are tasking all of you here with becoming engaged with the Levine Center to End Hate. In the coming months, we are going to ask for volunteers, love ambassadors, citizen neighbors, and funding to help us with programs and initiatives that help us do the dirty and sometimes uncomfortable, but always brave work of eliminating hate in Rochester. In the meantime, please help us by doing your part. Support the Levine Center as you are able. Please find the QR code on your program right now and help us to create, organize, and provide essential programming that will help us come together. I've been singing that for days. I just want to acknowledge how phenomenal this evening has been. Herb, oh my gosh. Bear with me just one more second. I want to acknowledge and say a huge thank you to my predecessor, the former executive director of the Levine Center, Karen Elam, who conceived of this program. This was really her brainchild. We should give her I wanted to say thank you to my Levine Center staff, Chaz Goodman, Sierra Sadowski, and Thomas Cooper, Kyler, who are tireless and wonderful co-workers, our Levine Center Corporate Council and Steering Committee members, our AV lighting, sound, and video, our ASL interpreters, thank you to everybody, and a huge thank you to the Rochester Youth Jazz Orchestra. Strings for Success. The Freedom Trio. All of our readers this evening, and thank you for coming.
My name is Javier Benzan. I am a youth ambassador at the Levine Center at N8, and I will be reading an excerpt from the Diary of Anne Frank. In spite of everything, I still believe that people are really good at heart. I simply can't build up my hopes on a foundation consisting of confusion, misery, and death. I see the world gradually being turned into a wilderness. I hear the ever-approaching thunder, which will destroy us too. I can feel the sufferings of millions, and yet, if I look up into the heavens, I think that it will all come right, that this cruelty too will end, and that the peace and tranquility will return again. Thank you.